Good morning, students. Let's start our next chapter. Chapter number 11, Measure of Correlation. In this chapter, we will discuss about the two variables and how they are correlated. Means what is the mean by the correlation that. But before starting the chapter, I want to say you that in this chapter, Spearman's rank correlation topic was deleted by the CBSE for the written examination for this year. So we have to discuss here about the introduction means what is meant by correlation, causes and cautions, what is the importance and significance of the correlation, types of three correlations, degree of correlation, methods, scatter diagram, and then we will discuss about the Carl Pearson's coefficient and of correlation. How can we do the coefficient of correlations calculation? So Spearman we will not compute here, we will not learn here this year. So let us start with the introduction of the correlation. Before understanding what is meant by correlation, you have to understand means what is the meaning of the word. Word means co-relation, means there is a relation between anything, any two things. So if so the what is those are the two things that are two variables. So when the two variables are correlated to each other, so that is called the correlation. So if the change in one variable result in a corresponding change in the other variable, then the two variables are said to be the correlated. For example, when the temperature increases, means our temperature, outside temperature was increases. So what happened? So the cold drinks, ice cream, we like cold drinks. So you can say like when the temperature rises or increases, the sale of ice cream or cold drinks will also increase. So there is a correlation between the two variable, that is a correlation. So that is the thing. Now we will understand the meaning of a correlation. Correlation indicates the relationship between the two variable of a series, so that changes in the value of the one variable are associated with the changes in the value of the other variable. So what are the questions and the things we have to discuss about there? The correlation analysis help us in determine the degree of the relationship between the two and more variables. However, it does not tell us anything about cause and effect relationship. Even a high degree of correlation does not increase necessarily imply the relationship of causes and effects between the variables. If there is a correlation between two variables, it may be due to the because of some reasons. What are those reasons? Both variable being influenced by the third variable. Mutual independence means what the relationship between the cause and effect, and the pure chance. So I will explain these three problems for reasons in detail. First of all, both variables being influenced by the third variable, it means it is possible that the high degree of correlation between the two variables may be due to the influence of the third variable not including in the analysis. For example, a high degree of the correlation between the yield per acre of rice and the jute may not be due to the fact of that both are related in to the amount of the rainfall, but in reality none of the two variables is be the cause of the other. Next is mutual independence or the reason of cause and effect. When two variables shows the high degree of correlation, then it may be difficult to explain from the two correlated variables, which is caused and which is effect, because both may be reacting to each other. For example, increasing in price of a commodity increasing in demand. So price is the cause and the demand is the effect. But it is also possible that increase in the demand of a commodity due to the growth of the population or other reason may force its price up. Now the cause is the increases demand and the effect is the price. So this is the cause and cause and effect relationship. So that is also the reason of correlation. Next is pure chance. The correlation between the two variables may be obtained due to the sheer coincidence. Such a correlation is known as a uh, suspicious. So while interpreting the correlations coefficient, it is essential to see if there is a likelihood or any relationship between the variables under to study. For example, you can say like that we may get the high degree of the correlation between two variables of a sample: size, shoes, income of the people in the locality, when in fact there does not exist in the relationship. So the correlation analysis provide only the qualitative measure and does not the necessary signifies cause and effect relationship between the variables. Now we will discuss about what are the main importance of the significance of the correlation. The correlation coefficient help in measuring the extent of relationship between two variables in one figure, and then correlations analysis facility understanding the economic behavior and help in locating the critical importance variable on which other dependent. When two variables are correlated, then value of a one variable can be estimated and given the value of another. This is done with the help of the integration or equation. Correlation facility and the decision making in the business world, it reduces the range of uncertainty as prediction based on correlation are likely to be more reliable near to the reality. So this is the main thing of the correlation. Now we will discuss about the types of correlation. How many types of correlations are there?